Hey guys, it's Nisha. Okay, it's Nisha. How you doing? Hey Beauties. If this is your first time stopping by to say hi, girl, boy, us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. So today's just gonna be a little story time. Okay. One thing about me, I am from Los Angeles, California, and I moved out here to New Mexico. And best believe, I got stories. 4 days. Okay, New Mexico. It's not what you think it is. I thought this was gonna be like Cabo. I was wrong. Very, very, very wrong. This ain't got nothing to do with the story time. I'm gonna talk to you guys, and this is probably gonna be like a prolonged type of situation because they have yet to ban this woman. So I'm gonna tell you guys about my racist stalker. How? So we're gonna call this lady Mary. Okay. So a couple of weeks ago, if I know you guys don't know, I am a bud tender. In the state of New Mexico, cannabis is illegal, but medical cannabis is not. So I work in a medical cannabis. I'm a shift lead, whatever. Who cares? So we get her in. She comes to the door, completely snaps at my manager. She walked in the door, and he's like trying to fix like the Amazon Fire or whatever, like trying to have the menus up, and she just snaps. She's like, "What are you doing? You should be," like, just snaps at him, and he's just completely looking totally lost. And I'm sitting in the front, and he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and he's just like, she went out to her car because I think she forgot her medical card, and he just looks at me like there was so much going on in that small amount of time, and I just died because I'm just like, I'm from LA, so crazy people are not an unusual situation for me. Okay, granted, I've spent a little time in Skid Row. We'll get on that at another day. So dealing with crazy people is not unusual for me, but I guess for him it was a little out of his comfort zone. She comes back with her medical card. I tell her, I'm like, "Hi, my name's Nisha. I'm gonna help you today." She's like, "Okay." No, I check her in. I thought she was a new patient the way she was acting, but apparently she was not a new patient. She has been, well, not at this facility, but with the company before. So I just scan her in, everything, take her on back. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Nisha. I'm gonna be, your bud tender. What are your needs? What are you looking for? What do you like? I mean, you've been here before, so tell me a little bit about yourself." And she's just like, all of a sudden starts bawling. And me, okay, I wasn't hugged as a child. So when people cry in front of me, if you're not my kid, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for you, okay? That's just me. I would blame my mama. She didn't hug me enough, okay? Because when people cry, I immediately start to cringe. I cringe when people cry in front of me. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me, because I cringe when people cry in front of me. If someone just comes and just starts bawling, I'm just like, why are you doing that? I cringe. I'm sorry. I ain't human, okay? So she just starts crying, and she's like, "My husband died 10 years ago, and I'm just now starting to mourn." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry for your loss. But what can I do to, like, help you?" And then she grabs my hand, and she's like, "Don't let them treat you different just because you have blackface." I'm like, I don't have blackface. This is 430 by Fenty. My blackface. So I was just like, "Oh, okay. I won't." So then she asks me, she's like, "Are you Nigerian?" And I kept telling her no. And she's just like, "You should wear your attire. Don't let them strip you of your traditions." I'm just like, oh, okay. The conversation goes on. I'm asking her, okay, what type of products do you like? Like, what do you like? And immediately she was just like, "I know no one loves you. I know. And you're a strong woman because no one loves you." I was like, woo, who don't love me? I'm lovable. People come and tip me because they love me. Who don't love me? So I was confused. I was like, oh, they don't love me. She was like, they don't love you. I was like, oh, I didn't know they didn't love me. I thought I was loved. I may not have been hugged as a child, but I never said I didn't get love. I just don't know how to console people. So I don't know. Maybe because I didn't know how to console her. She was like, you don't know love. I was just like, oh, okay. I'm still just trying to defer the whole situation and, just, try to give her the best customer experience. And so I was just like, oh, okay, well, what can I do? Basically, what can I do to get you out of here? What can I do to help you? And she's like, well, I like something for sleep. I haven't slept in like 3 days. And I'm like, oh, okay. You're delusional. Because we was outside these doors. Old lady or not, I would have came for you. But since I'm in a place where I got to get paid, I'm in a paid environment. I'm going to still try to give you the best customer service that I possibly can, So I'm asking her, I was like, okay, you want an indica if you know anything about cannabis. I mean, if you don't, girl, this ain't what my channel's about. But I was like, get an indica. It's going to help you with sleep, whatever. She's like, okay, give me something. So I gave her one of our like top shelf products, whatever. Gave her as much as that as I could. Because I asked her, I'm like, well, how much do you have to spend? And I gave her as much of it as I could. So I was like, this lady needs to sleep. Just sleep. So then she starts telling me about hair. She's like, oh, well, I have a wig. And then she like shows me her little toupee. And she's like, I wash it every day. Should I be washing it every day? She was like, what are you using your hair? And I was like, okay, Shea Moisture. She was like, is that for your kind? What is my kind? Shea Moisture. It's not. Okay, whatever. So I was just like, okay, I think anyone could use Shea Moisture, like I started immediately like getting a little snappy. So then the assistant manager comes out and he's like trying to like diffuse the situation. And she looks at the man and immediately she was just like, are you gay? Then she goes on to say, he's just like, he responds to her question and she's just like, well, there was a guy at the bank teller and he was gay. And I immediately, because he wouldn't tell me that he was gay, I refused service there. I'm like, they should have. So she's literally here for an hour. I'm dealing with this woman for an hour. And she's just saying all types of stuff. And I'm just like, this is a little much. Like, she started just saying a whole bunch of nonsense, okay? So I was just like, okay, you're all done. I forgot what I called her. Mary, you're all done. I checked her out, rang her up. She came back to my register like 3 times. Like, did I forget this? Did I forget that? I'm like, no. Everything you need is outside these doors. Everything you need is outside. So you have a great day, Mary. I'll see you next time. She was like, you're my angel. I was like, okay. You're weird. But okay. She comes back maybe next week, okay? She comes back next week. She's like, she seems a little different, but still crazy, if that makes any sense. Like, seemed like, okay, it kind of helped her, kind of brought her down to normal level, but she still seemed a little off because she bought me a bottle of Pinot Grigio. At the same time, she was telling me that I was a single mom and that I was black and they treat me different because I'm black and not to be ashamed that I'm black and that she has better opportunities than me because she's white and I don't have really great opportunities. I guess she feels like I'm not making any money and I ain't got the best life and everything. Like I live in an underground or something because I'm black. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm just trying to get her out of here. And for continuously, my manager knows what's going on and knows what's being said. And let me just tell you guys something. Nothing has been done about this woman. Nothing. No one's came up to me like, hey, Kanisha, you don't have to deal with her or nothing like that. Nothing has been done about this woman. She's still allowed in our store. Something wrong with this company. But anyways, full speed ahead, Captain. She brought the bottle of Pinot Grigio. Okay, I have it in the kitchen. Because I like to drink. I like wine. She crazy, but she had a bag and receipt and everything. And I like wine. I like wine. Okay. She comes back. This is the third time. She's been at the store 4 times. Nope, I'm lying. She's been there 5 times. So this is the third time she comes. And this time, there's another coworker. We're gonna call her Kitty. And she's biracial. And she tells Kitty she should be pushing mules over the mountain. She shouldn't be working. She tells her a few other things, you know, and Kitty starts to have an anxiety attack, okay? Because of all the things this woman is saying. It's disgusting. So she's telling me, like, all the things the woman's saying. I'm just like, send her back. Let me handle it. Like, at this point, I was going to... I was ready. But I wasn't a lead yet. So I couldn't, you know, knock her out, you know. Knowing this company, they'll probably side with her and fire me. But I'm dealing with her. She's telling me all these things and how she don't want to deal with nobody else. She just want to see me, and how she doesn't like our assistant manager because of his sexual orientation. And I'm just standing there like, why do you want to deal with me? You obviously don't like black people. She obviously has an issue with melanated specimens. Why do you want to continue to deal with me when honestly I'm the blackest person here and you want to continue to deal with me? It makes no sense. It's like you're constantly pushing my button. It's like you're like, yes, I found a black person to torture and I'm going to continue to do it. Like, that's what it feels like. So every time she comes, she's always saying something, and it's just like, what? Hi guys, I'm back. My camera died. But yeah, so she came about 5 times. So the third time she came, she had told Kitty that she should be pushing mules over the mountain. The 4th time she came, another one of my coworkers, we're gonna call him Water, he was there, and this is when she was asking me, what do you want to do with yourself? What do you see yourself? Like, she's such a weird and complicated person. Like, I don't understand her intentions. It's like she's prejudiced, but she likes me. Like, it's so weird. Like, the vibe I get from her is so strange. So the last time I seen her was probably 2 weeks ago, and this is where she came and brought me and Kitty groceries. The lady came in the store with bags from Walmart grocery. She brought like potatoes. She brought potatoes, tomato noises. My neighbors, I live in an apartment until further notice. But the lady is cray. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. I know she coming back. She lost her car. She came up there and told me she lost her card and her ID, and she gonna be back. Mary's gonna be back, and I'm gonna be back to tell you guys what happens. Like, next time she comes, I'm gonna try to film it a little bit so you guys could like get the gist of how crazy Mary is. But yeah, guys, that's my story time on the prejudiced customer that likes me. She don't like black people, but she like me. I think. I don't know. She crazy. Like, they should ban her. I really feel like my store should ban her. Like, what are you guys waiting for? Y'all waiting for some fatal attraction stuff to happen before y'all do something about her? Like, we'll get on my job another day. But yes, guys, if you like that story, like, comment, subscribe. Help me make my journey, and I'll see you guys in the next ones. Bye, beauties.